everybody, welcome back live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Another show with some of the kids from the Cape Ann League here. Newburyport girls ice hockey in the house. We got 4 of them, kind of a packed studio right now. So let's have them introduce themselves. Let's go left to right. You first.
I'm Hannah Gross.
Hello, Hannah.
Tegan Wilson.
Jump right in there, girls. Lean right in.
I'm Kiara Farrar.
I'm Avery Luskin.
All right, hello. So Newburyport girls ice hockey, and you were telling me it is actually a co-op, so it's important to note, right? Explain that to the people.
Yes, so our team's name is under Newburyport, but we also have players from Triton, Georgetown, and Amesbury.
All right.
Whittier Tech too.
And one from Whittier Tech.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Good job, Kiara. Don't forget Whittier, very nice. Who's the Whittier?
Maddie Nori.
Maddie Nori. See that? Didn't forget about you, Maddie. How's the season been?
It's been good. We're 7-8-1 right now.
Tuck right in. Just lean right into that microphone. 7-8-1?
Yeah, 7-8-1.
All right. Tournaments play ahead of you. You're getting to the end of the season here, right?
Yes, we are. We're hosting a bank tournament. It's nothing to do with it won't go against our stats or anything. It's just for fun, basically. And then after that, we have states, which we made it into.
Okay. Congratulations. Well, that's exciting.
Thank you.
Is this like a fun, is it fun being part of a co-op? Like you get to meet?
Yes.
Okay. Kiara, you can take that one. Your eyes lit up.
Probably met.
Right in close. Lean in.
I
know
met,
it's uncomfortable.
Like, my closest friends, like from different towns. Like the girl from Whittier Tech is one of my closest friends, and then I have one from Amesbury too.
Okay.
So it's just fun to be from like people you don't see them every day. So it's like more exciting to see them at practices and games.
And it became one of your best friends. There you go. So one of the big benefits of the co-op. Is it strange playing like Newburyport and Triton are rivals? It's
Yes, it is.
Tegan, would you like to talk about this a little bit?
I hear lots about it at Triton, playing for a Newburyport team.
Really?
I definitely get heat for it.
You do?
Yeah.
What do people say? Keep it PG, please.
Yeah. Just that I shouldn't be playing for
Oh,
them.
come on.
Like,
They're kidding.
that's keeping it PG.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get some pretty brutal stuff considering the vague rivalry there.
Yeah. Hopefully they're kidding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, hockey, it is a big rivalry. So, well, that's interesting. So 7-8-1. So you've got a lot of wins on your belt. Who's the coach?
Dan Robinson is our head coach, and our assistant coaches are Josh Freeman and Dan Wilson.
Oh, nice job. You represented the whole coaching staff. We like the coaches. It's always weird when I ask that. I'm just waiting for somebody someday to go, no. Terrible coaching. No, so you all like the coaches. That's good. What's the when did this program start?
3 years ago.
So it's still fairly new. I was thinking that because I used to do the radio for the boys team, and I was thinking I don't remember there being a girls team. So
We were with Masco. So our freshman year, we were with Masco, and then sophomore year, we switched over to Newburyport.
How do you choose who gets the?
So it's like under who has the most players. Like we had the most players to host, so we had to start hosting the team.
Newburyport did.
Yes, Masco was invited, but they decided to make their own team, so that's why it split off from Newburyport and Masco. Like we were just all supposed to transfer to Newburyport.
Gotcha.
Because we had to under the
but
rules.
Masco stuck.
Yeah.
So is that the rival now? Is Masco?
No. They're not.
It's okay.
No.
The rivalries are subjective. Who's the rival?
Probably Beverly, I would say.
Beverly, really?
Beverly.
Yeah. It's the
But
team we
we
try
always
to.
want to beat Masco.
Yeah.
We haven't
Definitely
lost from them yet.
Just
We
Tegan would
haven't
like to
lost from them
reiterate,
yet.
we always like to beat
Yes.
Masco. Okay.
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit more about Beverly. What do they got going on? Just tougher.
We're pretty evenly matched, so it's always a good battle. And pretty much every time we play them, it's always really close. Like it's usually like a 1-goal difference in score, so it's always a good one.
Is there bad blood?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew it. Tegan, yes, I saw it in your eyes.
I'm the goalie, so I want to say there hasn't been one game where we've played them where it hasn't gone into overtime, or if it's us to win or them to win, it's a goal with like a minute left in the third period. It's always right down to the end. So
They crash your crease, don't they?
Yep, it gets frustrating.
Yeah, I can see it. As soon as I said that, I could see your eyes light up. Yes, there's dirty play. Well, that's good. Good to know about the Newburyport-Beverly rivalry. I'm from Danvers, so I live next door to Beverly. That's why I'm curious. Yeah, it's not that interesting, I know. So the Graph is your home arena?
Yes.
Very interesting place.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. first thing that jumps to mind is not a lot of room in the locker rooms.
Yeah, we have a huge team, so
How big is the team?
we have to have 2 locker rooms. I think we have almost 30 people.
27.
So your team
Yes.
takes up 2 locker rooms. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Usually.
but
Yeah.
usually we have to fit into 1, so.
And, well, yeah, because there's other stuff coming on, other teams coming on behind you.
Yes.
It's a madhouse in there some days.
Yeah.
I mean, it has its own charm to it, but do you like the home ice? Do you feel like you have a home ice advantage there?
Nope.
No.
It's 5 teams in one.
Okay.
Triton's JV and varsity for boys. Newburyport's JV and varsity for boys, and then our team of 27, and
Yeah.
we all have to fight for a locker room. And I've had many situations where I had to go out and be like, no, you guys are moving your bags. We're getting the locker room. We're on the ice first. It's our turn to get this locker room.
Oh, wow.
We have the 6 a.m. practices too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Our
But-
last one was
before
this morning.
Yeah, our last one was this morning, so we have to be there at 5:30.
Before school practice?
Before school.
Wow.
Monday, Tuesday.
That's different. I don't think we ever did that for any sports growing up for me before
yeah.
Wow. So okay, I think I would like to see Kiara go push the guys out of the locker room. That would be a fun moment. I wouldn't mess with you, but all right. So it's small. We know that. I actually, when you said we're counting, you were going to say an F word. I thought you were going to say freezing in the graph because it's cold there. You probably don't notice it when you skate. It's cold in the stands.
It
It's
is.
cold.
Yeah.
It is.
I've been in colder though.
Winthrop.
Where?
Winthrop is
Winthrop.
our water
Really
bills
cold.
froze.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, on the bench.
But it was also like
That
pretty
was
cold
the day
outside.
it was
the day
like,
that it was-
yeah.
Oh, the cold snap.
But it's pretty cold.
The day my pipe burst in my house. Yeah, it's a true story, by the way. I was in Florida on Friday, flew in Friday night, got off the plane, and was like, ah! And Saturday morning, my pipe burst.
Wow.
Yeah. And I didn't handle it well. But that's neither here nor there. Hannah, Tegan, Kiara, and Avery joining us here. Newburyport Girls Ice Hockey, the co-op. What were the 3 again? 4? What were the 4 teams?
Amesbury, Triton, Whittier Tech,
Whittier Tech.
Georgetown.
5 teams?
And
Did you say Georgetown last time?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. Sorry. 5 teams. So we like the team. What's the chemistry like of this particular group? Is it a good, fun group to be around?
I think so. I would say so.
Yeah.
We're always dancing in the locker room before games and just
Yeah.
having a good time.
Yeah, in that massive locker room, you're always dancing.
Yeah.
Hockey teams in general are big on music. Who gets to pick the music?
None of us.
Megan Guild.
Touchy subject, people. See? Went right to it. Who does it?
Megan Guild, senior from Newburyport, but she has great ox, so that's why we put her on it.
Sometimes.
Kiara, very controversial. Are you all seniors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the what's the pump up song before you hit the ice for a big game? Is it Taylor Swift? Is it?
No.
No.
Okay.
Can we say it?
During warm-ups, it's Crazy Train and Thunderstruck.
Okay.
So that's when we're taking like our on-ice warm-up.
Those are kind of classics. Those are
Yeah.
good. There's something else I'm missing, right?
In the locker room, but
You can't say it.
no, we can't say it.
Okay. Well, thank you. That was
It's
very
locker
polite.
room music.
Locker.
Yeah.
What happens in the state? Okay.
Yep,
I
it
get
stays in the locker room.
All right. Very good. Interesting. I'm very curious now. I wonder what it could be. I remember those locker rooms though. They were. I mean, the Graph locker rooms are like. I was there for was the Newburyport Triton game a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And like, actually, you girls were coming off the ice. Was that true? Were you coming off the ice before one of those games, or Newburyport Amesbury?
Was it the senior night?
Senior night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that
were-
was the
we were all-
Amesbury game, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you girls were coming off, and I didn't know what to do. I was trying to talk to Coach Paul Yamin in there, and like there's a million people. I was like, what is going on back here?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get off the small locker room situation. Did you see the Zamboni break?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Done
cool.
it multiple times.
I know. You know, the first ever game I did at that place for radio, 2-hour delay for a broken Zamboni.
Wow.
And we had no backup plan. I just talked for 2 hours. I know. Ridiculous. It was only like 15 minutes the other day. Yeah, interesting. All the things you learn. So, what is who's the goal scorer this year? Who's like racking up the points?
Jenna Oliver. She's a sophomore from Amesbury.
Oh, sophomore.
She got a hat trick yesterday at our game.
Wow. Good shout out. Who's like the leader? Who's the vocal person? Bunch of you?
I'd say I'm pretty vocal on the ice. Since I
Yeah.
watched the whole game, I have to speak up, let them know what I see, tell them where to go.
Yeah. It's funny though. It's not like soccer. You always see that. Like the goalie in soccer is loud and like oddly yelling at people sometimes.
Yeah.
But like there's been quiet goaltenders in hockey. Like it's not quite like that. So you find yourself to be a vocal goaltender.
Yeah. It makes it a lot easier for the defense if they can hear a voice from someone who's watching the whole game.
Have you had a game where just I don't know, maybe the team didn't show up and like they, there's games where goaltenders just give up a bunch of goals and it's really not their fault. Have you had that game yet this year?
I haven't yet, actually.
Good
I've
for
had
you.
a pretty
You've had it in
solid
your
season.
career though, right?
I have last year, definitely. I remember the game.
What was the game?
I want to say it was against Peabody. It might have been versus HPNA.
Okay.
But it was one of the games, and
there was a goaltender for, I think, Amesbury the other night who had that happen. It played well, just,
yeah,
Amesbury.
bad bounces.
Bad bounces, and just Amesbury got tired. And
well, I guess you could say I had that game. We played Austin Prep.
Sorry to bring up all these bad moments for you.
That's okay.
You handled them well. Good job.
We played Austin Prep.
Yeah.
I want to say the final score was 6-0.
Yeah.
But I got pelted 6-1.
6-1.
I got pelted with shots.
Did you score, Kiara?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. You made sure to say we got one.
I get a ton of shots each game. So.
Yeah. So see, that was like you played well. It's always nice when your teammates like pick you up on those nights, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like to see that when like leaders go over there and they're like, "Not your fault, sorry." So who's the? Do we have any captains in the room?
We're all captains.
You're all captains. Wow, 4 captains. Okay, so I get the cream of the crop here. This is good. Who's the? You said like the vocal leaders. There's a few. Is there like a backbone of like the defense that protects Tegan?
No, I feel like Tegan is the backbone of defense.
You are the backbone. Okay.
Yes.
I would say one of our juniors on defense, Kayla Gibbs. I feel like she's pretty good about
Junior stepping
being
up.
protective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the what's the toughest part when like a game's not like going your way? Maybe you're trying to find your legs, or like how do you like dig down deep and get yourself out of like those funks?
I feel like talking to each other, because like I personally get in my head and then I see my teammates getting in their head.
You get in your own head.
Yeah.
Oh, like psych yourself out, or?
No, like I'm playing awful. I suck right now.
Oh.
And like I keep sucking. So I feel like just like someone coming up to you and talking to you and getting you out of your head helps a lot, because that's what I do. I go up to people all the time and be like, "Hey, don't worry about it. Go out there, do your thing." And I just feel like that helps me, and it does help my teammates.
So you being a head case, you can help other people. Okay, that's good. So you all have good communication on the ice. If you see somebody struggling, or on the bench for that matter. Avery, yeah, you can take that one. Good communication.
Yeah, I think we communicate well, and in between periods, we talk a lot with each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's cool. Has the is the boys team cool to besides the no? Did you just not know, Kiara? They're not cool to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we have the 6 a.m. practices.
Oh, so that's a sore pill, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing to say. Sore pill, sore
I'm
spot.
close with the coach though, the boys coach. Like, it's nothing to do with him.
Coach, you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Yeah. It's just like they got attitudes. They do those. Really.
Boys. So, but you have to take the 6 a.m. ice time. You're like, why can't we have the after school ice time? Is that?
Yeah.
That is hard.
Been fighting for that.
Is there something cool about it though? I bet some of you like getting up early, and nobody.
I kind of like it.
I don't love the getting up early part, but having the afternoon free part is nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
As an adult, I wasn't when I was your age, but as an adult, I'm a morning person, so I love getting up. It's my favorite time of day. And
no matter what time it is, it's hard for me to get out of bed, whether it's 7 o'clock just to go to school or 5 o'clock to go to hockey. So
it doesn't.
After hockey, it wakes me up and gets
That's
me
like a
ready
lot
for
of people
school
though.
day.
You just need, once you're up, that's half the battle. Once you're going, you're good.
It's just the Monday, Tuesdays. Hard.
You hate it. I can tell you hate the morning practice.
I do.
Well, it's probably good it's probably better for you to start your day with a workout, I would think. I just work too early. I work at like 4:30 in the morning, so.
Wow.
I know. 4:30 practice. There was what's the toughest rink to play in? Whether it be environment or just weird, whatever it is.
For me, I'd say Peabody.
The what do they call that? I remember that rink.
Oh.
McFan O'Keefe.
Yeah. O'Keefe.
Yeah, you gotta drive up the hill to get there.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of a low building.
Because that's the rink that I got in
The
my
6.
head last year.
Is that the 6? Yeah.
Yep,
Sorry.
and then-
last time we'll talk about that today, I promise.
Yep, and then this year we got to the rink and I realized I forgot my jersey. So I always get in my head when that rink brings me bad luck.
Yeah, that's a bad. What do you do in that situation?
I wore the other goalie's jersey.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Triton student, Newburyport hockey,
Yep.
PB jersey.
Yep. No. We have another goalie on our team.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
gotcha. I thought you meant like from the other team. You needed
No.
a bigger jersey or something. That makes more sense. The backup goalie, I understand. Do you have different answers? I assume it's not Peabody for all of you.
Well, I don't really know. Like, I feel like mine's like we haven't played there ever. It's just like childhood.
That's okay.
Have you heard of Hockey Town?
Oh,
Have I heard of Hockey Town?
Mine
Yeah.
too, yeah.
The Route 1 staple? Yes.
That's the first place I got like my wind knocked out of me.
Oh.
The first time I was playing Bantam Boys, and I just was like, it just wasn't good.
Yeah.
I was really scared because I couldn't breathe. But I haven't been there since, so well
Okay.
maybe, but not for high school.
It's a bad Hockey Town memories. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say Hockey Town too. Just the atmosphere is
Yeah.
weird, yeah.
Just don't like Route 1,
Used to play
okay?
there when we were younger a lot.
Well, the Winthrop rink is definitely coldest. We were just
I was
there
wondering if that was going to come
like,
up with the cold water bottles. yeah.
about 2 weeks ago. So in terms of that was tough.
Is that the MDC rink? Or they used to call them MDC rinks because they were like city.
I'm not
That's
sure.
probably
if
an old
that's-
reference. You girls don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, there was at Winthrop I remember, and there was what's that rink? East Boston. Have you ever played in the East Boston rink?
I don't think
We
so.
see Danvers used to have to always travel to East Boston. A lot of times at like 6 a.m, and it's the planes would fly over from Logan, and the rink would actually shake.
Wow. I've played in the North End rink, the
Oh, you
Serenity
have?
rink.
I've never played there.
I
That's-
love that rink. It's the nicest one I've
It's
been
so
to.
cool.
Yeah.
that rink.
It's all glass around
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
I
street.
used to live
and-
in the North End. So
Oh, you did?
that's where I learned to skate, yeah.
You lived in the North End?
Mhm.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
It's like I love the North End.
Yeah.
What's your favorite restaurant?
There was an Indian restaurant that I really liked there that closed, but we used to go to Be Goods a lot, even though it's
Okay.
a chain.
All the
Used to go
Italian restaurants in
there.
the North End, and you liked the Indian restaurant. That's
Yeah, I was young. I lived there for like
Oh.
5 years, and
Yeah.
then we moved when I was in like first grade. So
Gotcha.
I don't really remember that much.
You know, I always wanted to live in the North End. When I lived in Boston for a little while, but Brighton, not the North End. I always thought parking would be hard.
Yeah, and I like Flower Bakery. Go there a lot.
Flour Bakery. Okay.
Mhm.
Did you have the cannolis debate of was Mike's versus what's the other one?
Yeah,
What's the other pastry place?
I forget. I
Yeah,
don't remember.
Mike's and I can't believe I'm blanking on that. The one across the street. Anyway, it's usually a battle on who has the best. What was it? Modern. Good job, Sarah. Modern pastry at Modern Bakery. Good job, Sarah Blackstone, producing and listening well. That's good. You should try their cannolis. They're either one of them.
Yeah,
They're great.
we do. Yeah, my parents love that place.
Good. We should get some for the show. Somebody should go get some for the show today. Now we need those. Again, Hannah, Tegan, Kiara, Avery, Newburyport Girls Hockey joining us. Your athletic director is Kyle Hodgson. You guys spend a lot of time with him, I'm guessing?
No,
Not a
really.
whole lot of face to face.
Yeah.
No.
He's kind of an overseer, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
he's probably, if you spend too much time face to face with him, you're probably in trouble if I had to guess, right?
Yeah.
What's the, I need to know a little bit more about the girls and boys kind of the key area. You made me think it's kind of like a rivalry between, like, you seem particularly annoyed with the boys. Like, what's your biggest issue?
No, it's just like they think they're top because they've been here for longer.
Mm.
We've been here for 3 years, and they're like, well, we were here first. We're the boys team. We should get priority. The rink, we were here. Like, I'm just like, can you guys stop? Like,
And I remember during COVID, like we had all these restrictions on our like pasta parties and everything, and it
Yeah.
just didn't really apply to our team.
This is good. I'm stirring it up. I like this. Any rule changes treating like girls versus the guys? Is there?
Well, checking.
Yeah, it's illegal for girls to check in the game.
Didn't Kiara, you just tell me you had your? Oh, that was for the bantam.
Bantam.
Gotcha. Okay. So wait, but is there like so like the Olympics? You watch the Olympics. I remember watching, and I grew up with Megan Duggan, the captain of the. She was on my little league team, you know, and so we were kind of friends. And she was telling me how like you know there's no checking, but there kind of is. Is that?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
like
There's just no, like, you can hit,
Yeah.
But when you see the boys like lay people out and get the crowd going, like, and they don't get a call for it, that's what we can't do.
Gotcha. Yeah. Some of those boy games, like there were some penalties the other night at that game that were not called. The game got beyond physical, and that I think it was the Triton game. I don't know. How's the refereeing at your level? Any complaints?
Depends on the day.
Depends on the day.
Sometimes we get lucky, sometimes not so
Depends
lucky.
on the ref.
Depends on the ref. Okay.
Sometimes they let things slide.
Mm-hmm. Do you like that? Let them
Yes.
play?
Depends.
Okay.
If we're not playing aggressive, too aggressive, and they're like tripping us and checking us, like one game, this is Winthrop.
Yeah.
We're playing and we're on a penalty kill, and this girl, you're not allowed to hit the stick away. My stick fell. She hits my stick away right in front
that's
of the
bad.
ref.
You can't do that.
No call.
No call.
During a penalty kill.
Well, it's glad that you're over it. Tegan, the nets at the graph, is it me or do they come off the borings easily?
Oh, they come off so easily.
Yeah. You've never kicked them off intentionally, have you?
No,
I swear goalies do that.
Sometimes I see goalies do it on purpose.
And you know it
I've
from a
never
distance.
actually done it on purpose.
It's admirable. Good for
But
you.
it came off so many times last game that the ref asked me if I was doing it on purpose. I was like, I promise you I'm not.
Yeah.
It just
I've
keeps
never
coming
done
off.
it in my entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's I've noticed it. Like it's been that way for like 8 to 10 years and probably beyond that. That's just how long I go back. And then the doors kept opening behind the. Has that happened to you girls there? Is that like a ongoing
I think
issue?
it happened once.
Or is that just the guys going crazy? That physical game, like somebody almost got checked through the doors. I was like, the doors can't open. Oh man, those old buildings. You know what I miss? Do you girls remember the crow's nest up top?
Yeah.
At center, you remember that?
Vaguely.
That's where we used to. Yeah, you're probably young for those games, but that's where we used to get to call the games, and we used to be right on top of the action. Now we can't do that anymore. It's sad for me. But anyway, all right. So 7 and 8. You have a couple games left, so probably the goal is to finish above 500. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Who's left on the schedule?
We have Masco tomorrow.
The non-rival.
And then we have Marblehead on Saturday for our senior night.
So you all travel around pretty good. So is that? It seems like you probably travel more than the boys do.
I'd say so. We travel. Maybe
it might be even. Yeah.
So what's the league? Like, who's in your league? Is it? It's not your standard Cape Ann league, right? It's a rebuilt thing.
Yeah. It's teams that I remember is Beverly, Masco, Gloucester, Winthrop.
Medford?
Yes, Medford.
Wow.
Us.
Is Marblehead?
Marblehead.
And I'm guessing a lot of those are co-ops too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Almost. I want to say almost every team's
Almost
a
all of
co-op.
them. So that's kind of how you're building this thing, and then like a lot of these programs turn into what Masco did, and then they have their own program.
Yeah.
Newburyport will probably. You'd probably be sad if Newburyport got their own program because you like your teammates.
Yeah. Senior year though, so.
That's
to
true.
finish it
But I'm
with
just
them.
thinking in your because you girls are kind of like trailblazers in that regard. It's still only 3 years in. I remember we had the volleyball kids in here when they built that team, which was only was that probably before you? It's probably more like 5 or 6 years now. But they were so proud that they had started it, and they were like, think about that. Like, hopefully in 10 years it'll be a whole big program. It's kind of what you're all doing.
Yep.
It must make you feel good. Everybody at once. Yeah, sure. Well, that's good. All right. We're going to do rapid fire because you girls are the first time on the show, and every time we do this, we have to ask rapid fire questions. So you say first thing that comes to your mind. Okay?
Okay.
Is it okay if we go, to make it easier, can we go left to right? So it's going to be toughest on Hannah. Avery, you get the power seat of listening to everybody. All right. Favorite musician?
Taylor Swift.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's rapid fire.
Yep. Billie Eilish.
Post Malone.
SZA.
Okay. I don't know SZA. I was like, good. I know everybody so far. Who's
That's
SZA?
not my favorite. That's not my favorite. It's just who came to mind.
You lied?
I did.
Oh, who's the real one?
I'd say Lil TJ.
Okay. You've made Kiara laugh. Nice going, Tegan. All right. Favorite team to beat in the Cal. I want individual answers, or not the Cal, whatever you call it.
I mean, it's good to beat any of them, but
Nope.
at our point in this season, I would say Marblehead.
Okay.
Beverly.
I really wanted to beat Winthrop.
Yeah.
I think mascot.
Wow, 4 different answers. I'm not sure we've ever had that. That's good. A lot of different rivalries. Who's the team comedian? Who makes you laugh the most? Told you got the tough seat. Sorry.
It's like a lot of people. I'd say Jenna.
Last name?
Oliver.
Maggie Fitzgerald.
Probably Maddie Norrie or Jenna Oliver.
I'd say Maggie Fitzgerald.
All right, a lot of different answers there too. The out of the 3 coaches you said, who's the coach that like is the when you girls have problems, like that's the soft heart? Who's the guy you go to?
Depending on their mood, it could be any of them, but most of the time it's probably Josh Freeman.
Everybody agrees with Josh?
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Josh.
All right, Josh. There you go. Favorite class in school?
Calculus.
Gym class.
Fitness for life.
Aquaponics.
Is that different than gym?
Yes. Mine's working out, like lifting.
Oh.
Mine's like dodgeball and soccer.
Okay.
Aquaponics.
I'm sorry?
Aquaponics. It's like you have fish and you grow plants and you like create a system. It's like a science class.
Oh. Wow. I was never offered that.
Yeah, I love it.
That's new. Favorite teacher?
Mr. Littlefield.
Hey, he comes up every now and then. People love that guy.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
Miss Dempsey.
Miss Archie.
Mr. McCarthy.
All right, we're doing well. Favorite food?
Coffee Oreo ice cream.
Pasta.
Pasta.
Veggie pad thai.
We'll stick with the pasta theme. Who puts together the best pasta party?
My mom, because she's done it multiple times.
Kiera, you're going third.
Oh. I thought you were asking us.
I loved it. It was good. Hannah?
We had one at Laney's. We have a freshman, Laney Pare. Hers was pretty good.
Okay.
I'd
Freshman shout out.
say Kiara's was really good.
Yeah.
My mom.
We know. What did she do so special? Sorry. Avery.
She made it herself. The pasta.
Yeah, but
It was
is
very
like her-
fresh.
It's like her
And we
recipe.
had chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders. That made the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. But does she make her own pasta? She's like a specialty, or?
No, she just cooked it instead of buying it.
Oh, because a lot of times you buy it. I got you. Okay. Good job. Shout out. Nice job. Avery, sorry.
I'd say Laney Pray too.
Okay. And let's see. What's it going to M1? What you're all seniors. You're all leaders. What would you tell the middle schooler, or like, you know, even elementary school, somebody who wants to like be like you someday, all big hockey players?
To keep believing in yourself and keep working your hardest, and eventually it will all pay off.
I'd say to listen to yourself and not others, because sometimes others will tell you the wrong information, and that's definitely what I've heard, but I've overcome what they've told me.
Gotcha.
I would say go out there, go to different teams. If you feel that something isn't right, change it. Don't stick with something that you feel like is not what you want to do or you don't like.
Stick to your guns, Avery.
I would say have confidence in yourself and your abilities, because I know growing up playing with the boys, I was on Hannah's team. It's really hard to be one of the only girls on the team, and it can be hard in middle school, but eventually you'll find your people. And
I'm glad you said that, because that is something I think all of you have probably had to do, right? You had to play with boys your whole
Yeah.
life, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe you had, you know, teammates that were girls, but probably not
yeah,
a lot,
I've been
right?
at the point where I was the only girl
Yeah.
for 1 year, and it's definitely hard, yeah.
What is that like? Because I used to think about that. Like I said, I played with Megan on Little League, and you know she was like one of the best players. I think that made it a little bit easier, but you know.
It's hard. Yeah, definitely. I feel like there's like kind of an isolation to it, but
Yeah. How do you get over like? Is it
I
an
think, like,
isolation because
making-
you're kind of like you're like, okay, this is weird, or is it just everybody?
it's kind of both.
Yeah.
But you get over it and you like make friends, and then there was like the girls' middle school team. I think like the first time we all played together was we have like a middle school team which is like 6th, 7th, and 8th, and that was helpful to like finally play with girls. Because I remember there was like a huge difference the first time I played in the middle school team versus the boys team.
Yeah.
Because it's just like being a part of that team is a lot different.
Is it like? I mean, I would imagine time like once you start being teammates for a couple of weeks, that kind of goes away, or maybe not always?
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah. How about what's your experience with that, girls? That's a good one, I think, for everybody to maybe end with.
When I played with the boys, it was my first year playing on a team, and the team I was on with the boys was one of 2 teams I was on at that point. I was also on an all-girls club team, so I kind of was experiencing both at the same time.
Yeah.
I was friends with a few of the boys on the team, which definitely made it easier, but overall it was a good experience for me, but I liked being on an all-girls team.
We were on the same team, and our coach now was our coach on the boys team, so we had him like a long time ago. Now he's our coach for high school.
Yeah. It probably helps that there are those, you said you had some friends that were boys on the team. Like, it probably helps they're like kind of outspoken maybe a little bit, right? And to kind of help bring you in. I mean, you're all strong. You don't need to be brought in, but it does help if their teammates are being cool to you, right?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
You don't care. You're all independent people. Tegan, what's your experience with that?
I played Triton youth hockey. I started from learn to skate and played up until U14. That was my first year I switched to play girls hockey.
Was that your first option to do it? Or?
No, I had options. It's just I grew close with the boys and girls because growing up with Triton, I want to say there was 2 to 3 years where there was me and 4 other girls. So we had an all-girls line. Our coach would always put us out, all the girls out at the same time.
That's cool.
So that was nice. It was like an evenly split team, I'd say, between the amount of boys and girls on it.
Nice. So you were skating at that point. You weren't goaltending.
Yes, I was skating. I moved to goaltending during U14, my first year U14.
What made you do that?
Being down at my neighbor's house all the time.
Yeah.
James Tatro, he would always have me dressed as goalie. And then it was something that I ended up liking, so I just stuck with it.
So James is just firing hockey balls at you all day, and you go, I guess I'm a goalie now.
Yep, I liked it, so I switched.
Okay. Well, good thing you liked it. James, maybe he knew. Carrie, you want to add to that? Sorry.
Yeah, mine was a little different because I went to a private school in PortMedia called St. John's, the Baptist school, and I played for Masco youth hockey.
Oh.
So
you're all very well traveled.
Yeah. I live in Salisbury, so I was kind of all over the place. I came onto this team in Mites, so it's kind of helped me grow with these kids, but I didn't go to school with them or see them out of school or out of hockey ever. So it was hard to bond with them when new kids came on the team. But with the kids that I've been with since Mites, they kind of helped me stay on the team more, I guess.
Yeah.
And there was girls that came and go, but I went from Mites to 8th grade, and then that's when I stopped.
And now, just to be clear, your big issue is the locker room and the boys' actions in the locker room. They're too loud and possessive of their. You got to push them around a little bit. Yes. Move your bag.
Yeah.
She's definitely moved their bags for them before when they wouldn't.
No.
No. What's the truth? I think you've probably moved the bags. I think you've moved some bags before.
I made the coach do it.
You did.
I went up to Coach Yumi and I was like, you are going to move the bags. We have practiced before you.
And I bet he did. Yeah, I know Coach Emin, and I bet he did. Very good. All right, 7-8. What last thing here? Again, one more moment here with Hannah, Tegan, Kiera, and Avery of Newburyport Girls Ice Hockey. Couple games left in the season, and then the tournament play is underway. If people come out, I know you're always looking for more fans. People want to make those home ice advantages as powerful as can be. What are people going to see if they come out and see your squad?
A good show.
Oh, nice. Very simple. Great goaltending.
Yeah, they're going to see fantastic goaltending. They're going to see lots of communication, clean passes, girls having fun on the ice, and they're going to see Newburyport win in their home rink.
Wow. It's tough to follow.
Every game's different. Something's going to happen. Yeah. So you got to go and see.
Okay, teaser.
I would say good teamwork, and our senior night is on Saturday.
Senior night.
It'll definitely be a good game.
Senior nights. What do you guys feel about coming to the end? Senior night is
It's crazy, yeah.
Is it sad? Is it? I don't know.
It's sad.
I don't want to talk about
sad,
it.
But it's exciting. I mean, you've always seen freshman year, everyone you go and
We've seen 3 other classes do it before us, so it's kind of bittersweet.
Yeah.
Definitely feels a little surreal to me.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It goes by fast, doesn't it? It's good advice for all the young people out there, but you've had a great run. You built the program here, so it must make you all feel good. You'll look back at that and be even happier in 5-10 years, I think. All right. Well, that was fun. Good luck on the rest of the season. Good luck in the tournament. Great to meet you all. First time on the show. Hannah, Tegan, Kiara, Avery, Newburyport girls ice hockey. This was fun. Anything else you'd like to add before we go?
Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Perfect. Thank you, everybody. Live at Drew's house. Sarah Blackstone. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah Hayden. Also today that's our small but mighty team here at the station at the NCM Hub Studios in Newburyport. Live at Drew's house. Joppa afternoon drive. See you, everybody.